Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and I'm going to start my first non-zombie deck with Orzhov Aristocrats in War of the Spark meta. So, I'm getting off the zombie train for just a bit. I do have the Grixis list coming, however, Sean and I were not able to get together over the course of the weekend to kind of break this one down. I think that's going to come later in the week, so I decided, you know, I'm having a ton of fun with zombies, and I think I have my mono black one complete. But I still want to put some testing in to finalize it, so I wanted to try something different, something new. And I've been seeing a lot of the Orzhov Aristocrats deck, and I thought it would be kind of fun to play. So let's go take a look and see what I've got with this one. Great little deck. Cruel Celebrant is kind of the trigger for this one, so we should kind of start on this card first, because it is kind of one of the linchpins of the deck. Whenever a Cruel Celebrant or another creature or planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So what this does, the entire deck is based around putting creatures into play, sacrificing those creatures, and doing damage without ever actually having to need to attack. So you have a whole bunch of creatures that give benefits whenever they die, or creatures that die, and basically keeping your stuff alive to just let these things... If you get multiples of these on the board, it's hysterical. So let's go around the rest of the deck, of course. Hunted Witness was designed to be sacrificed. A 1/1, it creates a 1/1 token whenever it dies. Gutterbones, of course, when it dies, you're gaining it back whenever Cruel Celebrant goes off, so he's basically an endless stream. One of the other cards I debated putting in here was Reassembling Skeleton, and I may end up going down that route. I do have a 2-slot in here with the Orzhov Enforcer, which is a 1/2 with Death Touch. It does have an afterlife, so it does give you an added benefit. So I'm debating between the two, Reassembling Skeleton or this one. I like Reassembling Skeleton because you continuously can be able to sacrifice that creature. Tithe Taker, because it is just an amazing card. It is pretty good counter for control because it does bump up their spells by a bit, and whenever they do eventually board wipe you, you do leave behind a 1/1 flyer in the end. Priest of the Forgotten Gods, fantastic card. This is your sack outlet for the course of the game. Tap it to sacrifice 2 creatures. Any number of players you choose loses 2 life, and you sacrifice a creature. And sacrifices a creature, and you add 2 to your mana pool. The 2 to your mana pool is kind of like a nice added little bonus. Them losing a creature, nice added bonus. Really what you're doing is you're sacrificing them so your Cruel Celebrants can do a lot of the damage. Rival and Revenge allows you to bring some of these creatures back. Most of these creatures, as you'll take note, in fact, all of them except for 1 Planeswalker, are all 3 mana costs or less, so you can just bring them back and put them right back in the graveyard or the battlefield. So if you lose your Priest of the Forgotten God or your Cruel Celebrants early, you can bring them back. Revenge is a pretty good late game. You double your life total and target opponent loses their life half rounded up. Pretty good, but I think Revel is the most reason why you're adding this to the deck. Since you're losing a lot of creatures, you might as well get some card draw with it. So there are 2 Midnight Reapers in here as well. Plaguecrafter is a fantastic little card. Just being able to drop in and sacrifice your own creatures, triggering the Cruel Celebrants and making them lose one of their creatures. You do have the occasions, of course, for your enchantments or other creatures that kind of get in your way you'd like to get out of the way. That's where Mortify comes in. Great little spell. Love the artwork on this one too. And coming from War of the Spark, we're going to go with Sorin, Vengeful, Bloodlord. 4 casting costs, Planeswalker with 4 loyalty. As long as your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink, and oddly enough, his +2 says it deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So since he himself has lifelink, you also get that. His -X is the real reason why you're going for this. So this is another outlet to get stuff out of your graveyard. Return target creature with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire, as in addition to other types. Mana base is pretty straightforward. 7 plains, 7 swamps. You really want to go for the 4 Godless Shrines and 4 Forsaken Shankwares, 4 Isolated Chapels. But as I know that we're going to be losing Dominaria here in the fall, I've decided not to spend wild cards on it. So I'm filling the gap with 2 Forgotten Sanctuaries. So let's go play some games. Let's see how it does. There's so many cool decks I want to build out of War of the Spark that I'm really looking forward to trying. This was easily one of them, probably because it's got a little dash of black in it, so I'm not going to lie. One of my favorite colors to play in Magic. Ooh. Yes, please. I think I will keep this. Anything we lose early we can bring back. We've got an Enforcer to kind of like stop any... Yeah, no, we're going to let that go into play tapped and say hello. It's interesting to me, these little 1/2 Death Touchers, because they really do stop aggro decks in their tracks, because whatever you block is going to die, one way or the other. Ooh, Maybe a bit of control I'm tasting here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to go with the Tithe Taker to make it a little bit more difficult for his life. Got none of the trigger cards that we're really looking for here. Because ideally you'd like to have the Celebrant out at minimum. But alas. So we're going to go Hunted Witness and the Enforcer. All good targets for the Priest of the Forgotten Gods whenever she comes down. Ooh. No, I'd like to kill you first. Sorry, I'm not letting this get out of hand. And Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Excellent. Oh, no, can't do that. That was already on my turn. So we're going to go ahead and attack with a 1-2. Keep getting that damage in. We finally burned off the revitalized damage that he put down. Another Tindershoot Dryad. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is a giant token creating. Yeah, this is going to be a pain. Nope, I think we're good. This is going to be a problem. We definitely need him out of the way. Block here. Actually, I'm just going to block. And then, oh, I can get a chance to sacrifice. I thought I got to do that in the mid step there. Totally played that wrong. Unfortunately. Yeah, this one's going to get out of hand quick. He's got a ton. I like Tithe Taker here. Drop that back in. Go in with a lifelinker. I'll sacrifice him later. Cruel Celebrant would be awesome right now. 3 of them would be better. Resplendent. Yep, this one is getting out of hand quickly. This is a well-built deck. I like what he did here. This is getting pretty awful quickly. Yeah, Tindershoot Dryad, if you let this thing get out of hand, it gets like this. Oh, goody. Things that want to eat me. Can I at least play this one the right way this time? No. Now I can do it. Do the damage here, make him sacrifice a creature. And I'll sacrifice those 2. He's probably going to sacrifice one of his sprawling tokens. Ooh, a Mortify. That's a good pull. It's a little late, but a good pull nonetheless. I have had enough of that. I think we're going to wait. Yep. This is where the problem comes in. Because he's going to be doing the 4/4s. And this deck does not have enough removal. I might want to consider doing some cast downs. Just for this situation, because he obviously got way ahead of us quickly. So I have no choice but to block there. If I'm going to do it, at least I'm going to kill that. If I'm going to do it, at least I'll kill that. At least have another blocker for the Angel next turn. And of course, do that to him. Submit 1. They're going to die anyway. That one and that one. Does he actually get the lifelink and he doesn't get the trigger if that works, correct? If I did the mechanics correct. Because he's not actually doing any damage, so he doesn't actually get the angels. Yeah, see, he doesn't actually get it. So I can keep this up for a bit, actually. Not enough, because he's got more than enough of these sitting around. Oh, so many things I want to do here. Make him sacrifice one of his 2/2s. What to do next? I don't see how we survive this, actually. We're not doing too bad. Because I can block both angels, use the Priest of the Forgotten God to sacrifice them. Now, he should attack with that if he wants to get her to trigger. So I'm going to block here. I'm going to block here. And then I'm going to sacrifice. To him. Submit 1. Submit those 2 creatures. I am running out of stuff to do that too, though. Oh, thank you, Mortify. Perfect. And we'll Mortify the Angel before it does anything. That one's still an issue. Not gonna lie. Can't believe we didn't get any of the Cruel Celebrants in this turn. All these creatures that have died. Guy's Blessing. Gotta love it. Vivian Reed.
Would you like to see what's left of us? Come to me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out of this one. I don't even think Sorin's going to be a good idea because Sorin's just going to die and there's nothing even really good to go after in the graveyard. I like the idea of making him sacrifice to lose another creature. He'll lose one of the tokens.
You can't stop.
It's that 5/5 angel that's going to be a problem. That Mortify came like a turn or two too late. It's probably where cast downs would be really good in this deck. I just don't know what to make room for. He's sacrificing all his life gain now because he doesn't need it for... Although he's got a Resplendent. He's going to want that. Nope, not much I can do about that. don't know that Sorin helps us. None of the creatures help us. We're just going to die a slow, painful death here. What can we pull that's actually going to be any good to us? The Tithe Taker, maybe? Sure. Because when he attacks, I can sacrifice the Tithe Taker and the Plaguecrafter to get a blocker at least. Oh no, no attacks. No, we won't be doing that. Yeah, no, we're on fight or flight mode here at this juncture.
Meet my newest friend.
Chupacabra might not be a... No, because you want to be able to sacrifice... That's the whole reason why the Plaguecrafter is in this, because you're sacrificing your own creatures. Okay. Now we're in some trouble. Yep, now we're in some trouble. So I'm going to have to do this early. It's not going to matter because he's going to lose. I'm going to lose anyway. So if I'm going to lose, darn it. Not one Cruel Celebrant in that entire grouping. Not one. That's crazy. How far through the deck? Almost halfway. There's 4 of them in the deck, not one. Oh well. No blockers. We'll take it. Well played, deck. Ah, that's a shame. I think where we went wrong... I don't know. It just got ahead of us really quick. Because Tindershoot Dryad's like an immediate threat. Like, you need to be able to deal with it. And then the deck just doesn't have a ton of removal. It's really designed for, you're going to attack me, I'm going to block with my own creatures and then punish you, but since the Cruel Celebrants weren't out, I wasn't able to punish him for that. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, we are back. Interesting. Alright, I think we'll keep this. Okay, so quite seriously, we've reached the point where... I probably would have edited out that whole dead space, but we're quite seriously to the point where we're actually on the timer at this point, looking at his hand. So maybe we disconnected? I don't know. I can't imagine looking at your hand for that long and not being able to decide what you want to do. I will keep. See how fast that is? Alright, so our opponent has either decided to lack the will to live or disconnected or something, so we'll move on. That was a waste. And I will hang on for those because I need the wins. This is early in the week. I'm trying to get my free packs. Thank you very much. Alright, so that was disappointing. We'll move on. Hopefully we'll have someone that actually wants to play the game today. And again, you never know what happens in those situations. Maybe he disconnected. Maybe he's having internet issues. Maybe mom yelled down for dinner. You know, hey, get off the computer. I don't know. There we go. Pock nasty. I like it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will keep. I like Gutterbones into... Ooh, this could be cool. This could be fun. We shall say hello. So drop that. We shall go. And now we have everything we need. Chromatic Lantern. Interesting. So let's drop that. We should drop Priest of the Forgotten Gods. We'll go in and hit him in the face with Gutterbones. Cruel Celebrant's all we need now, really. He's in debate. What to do with the chromatic lantern? Target player sacrifices a creature. Okay. It has the same effect. Go ahead and drop the Tithe Taker. Make your life a little bit more difficult. Let's go here and here. You never really want to attack with Priest of Forgotten Gods. You want to be able to keep that up so that you have the option of using that. Board wipe. Okay. Which one's he gonna... Watch this. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be really funny. So, as he makes me do this, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna submit here and here. And he's gonna sacrifice his creature. Works for me. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, what are we going to do now? It is interesting. You would have thought that would have gone on the stack first. Like, its ability would have gone onto the stack, you would have thought. No. I want to leave that Mortify open. He's still trying to figure out how that happened. My Ravager Worm should have won. But what happened here? Casualties of war. Destroy target creature or target land. Since I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Do the damage. That's cool. So we're going to drop a Gutterbones and a Hunted Witness. And we're going to bring Priest of the Forgotten Gods back. Such a fun deck. Oh, where are my Cruel Celebrants when I need them? Still waiting for him to make a decision here. Let's go the old Gutterbones. I probably should have waited to pull that one out of the graveyard now that I'm thinking about that. Probably not the right decision. And we shall bring back Priest of the Forgotten Gods. And she's back. Works for me. I still have more Gutterbones to bring back. Another land would have been nice. Anger. That's where Plaguecrafter comes in. Oh boy, is he gonna be unhappy. I'll discard Mortify. Plaguecrafter's far more important in this situation. Because people forget, it affects Planeswalkers. Bring back old Gutterbones. Yes, that did just happen. Drop the old Godless Shrine. That can go into tapped. I don't necessarily need that. Sure. And I'll drop another one. And no, I'm going to hold off because I've got to... Ugh. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till next turn. I'm super tempted to cast Plaguecrafter now, but he might just drop another Planeswalker, and I don't want to let that go. It's not worth it to me to kill a 2/2 token. Interesting. Alright, so now I have to. I shall sacrifice Gutterbones. What do I need here? Again, 2 games in a row. No Cruel Celebrants at all. Which is here's how he wins. He's got Niv. I like old Niv better. Don't get me wrong, I think this one's cool. It really is. But that much in the air is going to be a problem. Now she comes out. Now she comes out. No. It's not worth it for the measly amount of life I'm going to gain. Holy cow. Yeah, this is a super mid-rangey deck. Yep. That's going to be game right there. We shall call it good game. I'm going to give it one more shot with trying to get Cruel Celebrant on the board, because, again, I can't believe we only had one game where one came out, and we're like halfway through the deck on both games. Super crazy. Alright, one more shot at this. I thought we had a good run there. It was doing really well. If the Cruel Celebrants had been out, this would have been a much better game. Alright, so it's going to happen this game. It's going to happen this game. Does make you wonder how good a deck can be if you're keyed on one creature coming out. Might have to take this one. Oh, there we go. But no black mana. Thanks, Serena. That's amazing. Well, I have all the key pieces I want, really. 1 mana. And I get to go first. Yay. I have a bad feeling about this. Sure. Gets me 2 creatures at least. Probably should have went for land, but I'll take it. Oh no. More control. No more control. All my pre-games, all the games I warmed up to playing this deck, that's all I played was control. It was super frustrating. Thought Erasure. No? No mana either. Thanks, Arena. Appreciate it. So if we had gotten a land drop right around now, Tithe Taker would have gone down because at least he would have been tapped down. Thief of Sanity. Yep. Super out of hand, super fast. Oh goody, Gutterbones. Oh, my goodness. Well, they can't all be winners, but my goodness. A couple of good games would have been nice. Oh, there goes my mana. I needed that. What's he going to cast? Tithe Taker. Cool. Of course it's a tap land. Why wouldn't it be a tap land? Why wouldn't it be a tap land? Sure. We're kind of even in the exchange here. Mortify would have been lovely. Not that I have the mana to cast it at the moment. Come on, just cast it. You know you want to. That was not mine. That was definitely his. Nope. We're gonna wait. Try to get the second one down before we start feeding things into him. Again, not having any mana really kind of hampering us, because what should be happening right now, like the Midnight Reaper should be down, the Priest of the Forgotten God should be down. Like, we have all the pieces here that we genuinely need to make this work. Might even have Sorin down by now. So the one game that we actually start getting the Cruel Celebrants. Oh, there goes more mana. I'm not worried about the stuff going in the graveyard. It's the oh, of course, why not? He gets one of ours. I see how it is. Sure. They're gonna balance each other out. It's actually kind of funny. I've only got a little bit of life left here. Let's go with the Cruel Celebrant again. Let's see if we can gain some extra life back. Because inevitably he's going to swing in with the Plaguecrafter. I can start gaining some life on that, negating some of that. Nope, he's going to hold back. He's going to play it smart. There goes more mana. We needed that. And that doesn't trigger that because it's not a death trigger. This will start getting interesting here real quick if I can actually survive long enough. This is an interesting deck. I like the Dimir deck. Aww. Well, that's game. Because he just killed my sack outlet. So any hope that we had is now gone. I wish this was 2 damage. I'm trying to debate whether or not this is even worth it to pull stuff out. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that is going to be game. At least I can get Gutterbones back in my hand just to die next turn. Ah, such a shame. Well, you're going to have to let me know. Whenever you guys watch this, take a peek, let me know what I did wrong with this deck. Because I think I just got really unlucky these particular games. Sure. I'm tapped out. And unless they're going for missions. Like, I've never understood that. Like, they're going to go through their whole turn as if they don't already have the win condition in lethal. And I have nothing I can do about it. Here, I'll do that. Just for the giggles. Because technically that still triggers. Oh, I thought it would trigger after. I thought maybe I'd have gotten lucky if I got the timing on that right. I'd have gotten a life out of it. But no. Anyway, so I hope you do enjoy the deck. Let me know. Again, I played, I don't know, 10 games with it before I started playing, started recording, and did really well. I think it went like 8-2. Unfortunately, whenever I recorded, those are the decks that the games I get where it just decides it doesn't want to work with me. So, do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, always helps out the channel if you are so inclined. There's also a Patreon, and that is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you.